Hey, Kirsty. I just kind of wanted to share with you the reason that I first thought there's no way that LDS doctrine could be true. There's just no way, in my mind, why it was. Reading the Book of Mormon, I sat down with missionaries, and when I was 14 or 15, and read the Book of Mormon with maybe actually you might know them, the Coles. You had Kathleen, you had Kathy Cole and Wesley Cole and Rosemary. Is it Rosemary? Yeah, Rosemary. And I read it with them and their family and the missionaries, and went verse by verse. First thing that stuck out to me was that I was we were reading it, and we got to the part where the Lamanites got cursed with a dark skin. Anybody in their right mind, being dark skinned, would be like, "Hey, wait, what the heck?" at first, and I was one of those people for sure. I thought it was kind of offensive and rude, or that they would even like say that kind of thing or whatever to me. But they're like, "Well, you're not cursed anymore." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But it always stuck out to me because they said the curse had been lifted and everything, but it always stuck out to me because I was like, "Well, wait a second. The Book of Mormon says the curse is blackened skin, or just skin of blackness. And if the curse is skin of blackness and the curse has been lifted, then why is there still dark-skinned people?" And it seemed like a lifted curse. Crazy enough, the Bible actually depicts a completely different story about what God did to some people's color after crossing the Red Sea. The people became a little bit disobedient, and God gave them what they called leprosy out of the boil, broken out of the boil. And so it basically is leprosy, the effects of leprosy, which is bleached. It's like it's a skin disease, so it takes out all the pigmentation, all the melanin in your skin, makes you white. And so he gave them white skin. So he says it's a curse to be white in the Bible, but it says it's a curse to be black in the Book of Mormon. It says to not treat them any differently in the Bible, but to not go near them in the Book of Mormon. That stood out to me. And then I started reading a little bit more on that was the first thing that I started reading, and I was like, yeah, that's not consistent. That's God changing up freaking things that he does for people not listening to him and whatnot, and completely switching around. That one's hateful and one's not, and one's trying to teach the person a lesson, and one's trying to make a spectacle of the person. And so I think it's individually based, not we shouldn't have to look at somebody else's sins and judge that. We're not there to judge them or whatever, so he wouldn't put us out there and tell us to judge them based on their skin color. There was also the passage where there's also parts that I was reading in the history where there was men that said that they had seen the golden plates, and then later during court hearings and in different situations, actually completely denied, every single one of them, completely denied ever seeing any golden plates. So I thought it was curious, and then asked, well, why did you say you did? They said that they saw them with their spiritual eyes. Now, it's written in the Book of Mormon when they are talking about the three witnesses, all three of them saying they saw them, but then they never specify how, and later on you hear that they did not actually see them at all. I thought that was kind of curious, that they lied and kind of said that seems like a lie to me, that they would way they present it seems like a lie to me. Then I was looking at the fact that Joseph Smith was arrested for peepstoning or something like that, and he admitted in court that it was a fake practice, and basically what he did was he took his hat and put it inside of his hat, or he took the rock, this rock that he had found, and put it into a hat, and covered up all the light, and he could look into the ground and he could find buried treasure. This is part of your guys' history. This isn't like a fabricated thing. This is history of the church stuff. And one side. And he said that he openly admitted saying that it was a false practice, but then used the exact same stones reportedly by different prophets and apostles to translate the Book of Mormon. Curious that he used the same stones that he got arrested for using, doing this mystic practice to translate the Book of Mormon that we're supposed to believe now, when he openly admitted that it was fake.